When it comes to SharpGrade, probably the main selling point is just going to be, I guess, resource management. And when I say resource management, how much money you're going to be able to save by while getting the same result at the end of the project. What the SharpGrade attachments are run on are significantly lower cost than, say, a motograder. Their fuel, their maintenance, their mobilization cost, and a CTL is a multi-use machine, whereas a grader is a single use. And the SharpGrade attachment can be put on multiple CTLs rather than just a single machine. Also, there's big benefits to being able to run a smaller machine like a CTL on a project, being able to move after curb and gutter has been put inside of a parking lot, for example. It's a lot more difficult to get a large size motor grader around inside of that parking lot. A good example I have of this scenario playing out recently and in our own backyard. One of our good customers, GMC Contracting, had a pad that they needed to prep for concrete at the new Costco at the Tacotney Commons. The pad was in the back of the building, directly next to the building and under a tent. Because GPS or GNSS was not an option because of poor sky view, our only two options we had was 3D LPS using a robotic total station or 2D laser. Also, the project itself was not a great fit for a motograder because maneuverability in this area was really difficult because of the tenting and just because of the size of the project. GMC happened to have a CAT 279D CTL on site that we were able to install the SharpGrade 116 HD grader attachment on, and also the QuadGrade system that comes on these SharpGrade attachments is fully Bluetooth to the control box, which means there's no cables that actually go out to the machine. We're able to show up, plug this baby onto any CTL, mount the Bluetooth control box inside of the cab of the CTL, and everything is controllable from that control box. So there's no cables, there's no wiring anything special. We pull up to the job site, hook her into it, and get you moving dirt. When it comes to SharpGrade, we're always looking for ways to reduce project timelines and just offer efficiencies to our customers. I guess one example of how SharpGrade grading attachment shines is in a small to large parking lot project where there's curb and gutter and islands. And with a SharpGrade attachment and the right size CTL, once the curb and gutter has been put in and you're just material placement to get ready for asphalt, a machine like a CTL is much simpler to maneuver around inside of an area like this. And also because of the size of the attachment, it's simpler to grade up against the curb and the gutter. And because it has adjustable side wings so that you can carry material right up against a piece of curb and gutter, it makes the material movement across a project like that simple and faster. I think that one of the most important is the greased for life and low maintenance design. Every single bearing is sealed, shielded, and lifetime lubricated, so it never requires greasing. Also, the patented QuadGrade 3 linkage keeps the blade parallel throughout movement to maintain equal height between front and rear of the blade. And this comes into play when you've got the adjustable side wings in or out. You want the blade to be perfectly even with the ground to hold grade, not only with the main cutting edge, but with the side wing. This is the only attachment of its kind that has an adjustable hitch plate. And what this does is it sets the chassis level and it makes it so that when you're also using those side wings, that they are parallel with the ground.